Hello everyone, welcome back to Kenma's Gaming Corner and then feel me us. Never mind. And after about 2 weeks of break, I am mostly back and I really wanted to get some video out. So here we go, we are back with PixARK because we are talking a very wholesome ship. And so we need something positive to play. And what's more positive than pixelated dinosaurs? So, as I said last time when we played PixARK, I took my main character to show you properly how this game looks like a bit later when you actually have some dinosaurs. So, this is our house. Awesome cube, I know. And these are our dinosaurs, or my dinosaurs. I have a lot of pteranodons, some trike, some raptor. I have more stored right here because I don't need them scattered around here and taking place, so I have only the ones I need for this moment. And what I'm going to do is that I need to find a magic forest. A little complication. PixARK crashed on me. So there's night suddenly. I don't know why, what happened, but anyway, we are just going to roll with it. What I wanted to say is that I need to find a magic forest and I have no idea where it is, so I will just take my trusty pteranodon and go exploring a bit while I will talk about my first ship I've ever shipped in Haikyuu, which is AsaNoya. So I'm going to hope there will be day as soon as possible because exploring at night is not that fun. But anyway. Yeah, so AsaNoya, everyone knows them, everyone loves them. Not only it was my first ship I've shipped in Haikyuu, but it also was for a long time my all-time favorite, and it only got dethroned with season 2 and then season 3. So as we all know, Asahi is this big teddy bear with glass heart, and it's very timid, very anxious, especially off the court. Yeah, English keyboard. Don't mind me, I will just mine sometimes for resources if I find some. Oh, there's Hydrodon. I'm looking for potential tameable dinosaurs or creatures. Okay, this is the end of the map. Never mind. Back to the theme. Asahi is this very timid, anxious person who lets the bad things get to him very easily and is the type to shoulder all blame. Something like me. We are quite similar when I think about it. And on the other hand, Noya is this big ball of energy that just doesn't seem to run out of steam, and is really friendly and doesn't, I don't want to say he doesn't care, but he doesn't really care about what people think about him. He's just set on getting better and enjoy his life as much as possible. They are both really friendly, really caring. They like their team, they like their friends and want to help them. And they to each other are obviously great friends, as we see at the beginning in season 1, when Noya just doesn't want to play without Asahi because he doesn't want to play without his friend. And they are very supportive of each other. I don't want Doomlands. Okay, let's go this way and we will see what's there. So that would be Canon mostly. I don't think I need to explain Canon of these two because we all know a lot about them, since it's not really a rare pair and they are on the screen very often. So let's move to Fanon. And they are the prime example of opposites attract, because they are opposites in every possible way, from their names to their personalities and looks. Like, the height difference is awesome and very attractive to fanfic writers and readers usually, and overall fan content creators and consumers. Is anything from this going to fall anytime soon? Doesn't seem like it. And despite that, they really work well together. They in the support of each other and overall working together on a team, since Asahi is the main spiker, he's the ace, and Noya is libero. So they really complement each other in these regards. And as many of us know, their names are also in opposites, where Asahi is the Sunset Valley, Noya is Sunrise Peak. So tell me, Furudate didn't want us to ship them, honestly. If we take it from the ship dynamics, it's obviously it's friends to lovers and opposites attract, but Asahi is this grounding presence for Noya, because Noya, being the ball of energy we all love, he can get out of control sometimes, and then Asahi is able to get him back on the right track. And on the other hand, Noya is there for Asahi when he starts to lose his confidence and faith in himself, and Noya is there to support him and help him back on his feet. and help him believe in himself again. Doesn't seem like there is anything in this direction. Never mind. Let's just explore, because why not? And it's shown that he really cares about Noya's opinion. He even asks him in a flashback about his decision to go study fashion in Tokyo, and they also go on a trip to Egypt together, as we can see in the manga. So seriously, just screams honeymoon to me, honestly. But yeah, they are in Egypt together at some point. The overall ship is viewed as very healthy ship. I haven't read a lot of AsaNoya fics recently, but from what I remember, I don't think I've ever found any toxic fake for them. They are really wholesome and a comfort ship for a lot of people, which, I mean, I'm not surprised. They used to be my comfort ship too. But that doesn't mean there isn't a place for and space for some angst. Ooh, what is this? I haven't seen this yet. Sorry for getting off the track, but I really haven't seen this yet. Amethyst. Okay. I need to make a pin for this. Okay, awesome. Let's get out of here before something kills us. That wouldn't be nice. Yeah, so they are usually portrayed as really fluffy. The height difference, as I said, is very attractive to all fun content consumers and creators for obvious reasons. And there is a certain potential for angst. I mean, it's with every ship, but AsaNoya is not an exemption. It usually comes from Nishinoya's interest in Kyoko and overall girls. So the angst usually comes from Asahi thinking that Noya is straight. You can also find quite often Noya having a bisexual crisis, which is usually a funny read. The same goes for Enotana, but let's leave that for another video. And also there can be a clash of their personalities since they are so different. And it can potentially create some drama if you want to go there. It's not a cheap way to create drama. It's something that normally happens in real life, that even when the people are happy together, sometimes their personalities just clash in some way or another. But it's not that often. It's only if you want to add some drama to your work, because why not? Fluff without a bit of drama is not a good fluff. That's my personal motto, and you probably noticed it if you follow me long enough. You don't even need to follow me long enough. You just need to read 2 or 3 of my stories. And yeah, so it's mostly about Asahi being too timid for Noya, and him being a bit like, yeah, why are you such a coward and stuff, which is not OOC because he says it to Asahi in Canon too. So okay, this looks like emerald, right? Oh yes, nice. Or you can technically use Noya's drive to travel to create a bit of drama, which is what I did, I think, at the beginning when I started the old channel and when I started to write them. But anyway, in my opinion, herd comfort works really well with them, because since Asahi is this very soft person, it can work really well if you have Noya get hurt. It doesn't have to be anything serious, just some minor injury, and you can either have Noya be surprised about how calm Asahi is about it, or have some comedic relief from it if you make Asahi panic and Noya being the one who has to calm him down despite being the one who is injured. Okay, what's going after me except for these little guys? Probably nothing. Ouch! Little bastard. Never mind, I'm going to sit on top of here. I would like to explore this, but I don't think I have ammo for anything. Yeah, doesn't seem like it. Never mind. So I'm just going to sit up here and finish the video. But if you want to mix it up and have Asahi being the one who is injured, then it could create some really good situations, especially since Noya is much smaller than him. If he, for example, has to move him somewhere to safety or to doctor, it can really get interesting. Also, emotional hurt comfort works really well, in my personal opinion. I like emotional hurt comfort, even more than the physical, maybe. Yeah, probably. Even better if they are combined, but that's just my drive to make my favorite characters suffer. And the emotional works really well with Asahi if you put it together with the angst, for example from Noya's bisexual crisis or anything like this. It creates really good tension, and it can be really heartbreaking if you write it well. The emotional hurt comfort really works well with Asahi. I'm not sure if how would I go about emotional hurt comfort with Noya. Probably from being Asahi being the 3rd year, so graduation, and him moving to Tokyo to study. that's how I would probably go about emotional hurt comfort from Noya's side. And hand in hand with that comes protectiveness, and that's something I am sucker for, you all know it. Especially from Asahi's side, it works really well. I don't think I've read too much of this kind where it's Asahi who gets really protective. And it's a pity, because him being this very quiet, very timid person, and then the switch where he suddenly goes full protective and maybe even angry on the person who is endangering Noya could be really interesting to see. From point of view of someone who is usually viewed as really quiet, like I am that person who usually holds back, doesn't say much, but when I get actually angry about something, people around me are like, what happened? Who are you? And what did you do to the person we know? I didn't expect that from you. So that's exactly what I would love to see more in Asahi, in their whole relationship. Because I don't think I've ever read a fic where Asahi actually gets angry. He doesn't have to get angry at Noya, of course, because that would balance a bit. Well, it doesn't have to, but it could balance a bit on the line of toxicity depending on how it is written. But if he gets protective and angry at someone for endangering Noya, then it could be really, really interesting to read. And I'm quite disappointed I haven't seen that much of this kind of fics in fandom. I wanted to write something like that a few months ago, but I never got to it, and then AsaNoya got replaced in my top 5 favorite ships, and it somehow got pushed to the side. But I think that if people really looked into it, it would be really interesting read, at least for me. Yeah, so I hope I didn't talk a hole into your head with this, but I think it's really unused potential for their dynamics. And as always, we are closing this on AUs. They are holding the trend that was set up previously, and obviously the most used AU are soulmates. I don't know if it's because of the whole dynamic when they are total opposites that's so appealing to the soulmate AUs, but I suppose go for it. I don't personally like soulmate AUs too much because I don't really like the idea that your partner is set by something, but people tend to like soulmate AUs, so I mean, go for it if you are interested in that. And also fantasy, which is a quite wide thing. So AsaNoya in particular ranges from magic to gods, which is really interesting AU, and I really need to write some gods AU because I don't know if I talked about it before, but I'm really interested in mythology of no matter which culture, and I really like the creation myths and overall the myths about the gods and these all pantheons and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to writing an actual AU with gods. Also, angels and guardian angels are very popular. Then, of course, college AUs, because that it doesn't even have to be AU. When you think about it, you can just put it there because, like another time skip, in a way. And also Coffee and Flower Shop, which I think with their dynamics is really cute. And especially the Flower Shop. I've seen a Flower Shop AU art, one I really like, and it's Asahi being a flower shop owner and Noya coming there to buy a flower for a girl and then leaving with a crush on Asahi. And it's awesome art, I really like it. So yeah, coffee and flower shops are classics in this ship AUs. They make like 1/6 of the fix overall, which is quite standard. And that's gonna be it for this time. I think I've covered everything I wanted to say. I like AsaNoya. I really do. Oh, mantis. I haven't seen this for such a long time. I'm going to tame this one day. Anyway, I'll finish this here. I haven't showed much of a gameplay again, but I really needed to explore a bit, so we just flown around. You could see how this game looks. And there's another. They're all over the place. Pity I didn't take any ammo. I should have thought about that. Never mind. And yeah, I like AsaNoya, I still like them, but the fact that they aren't in my top 5 doesn't really mean anything. I still love them, I still would like to write about them, and I like creating content for them, even if it's just in the form of videos. It's fun. Like their dynamic is really fun to write. So yeah, that's my personal opinion on AsaNoya. The next ship, if I remember correctly, is going to be Kiyoyachi. I am looking forward to that because I didn't really do a deep dive into Kiyoyachi yet, so that's going to be a new thing for me. But I am looking forward to it nonetheless. And this is going to be the end. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for your patience and support. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!